So, the great financial crisis, and I must be clear, the financial crisis to come is going to suck. But great financial crisis was tragic because it was built on a nice idea, which was that everyone would have access to housing. This time, it's all guys you don't like sinking all their money into it. What I believe will happen after this is right now there's a thing called private credit. You've probably heard of private equity as well. Big holding company that buys other companies, claims they'll improve them, then sells them. Other problem is they're not being able to sell any of the companies. Private credit? Well, private credit, their big investment is data centers. Long story short, if things go as I expect, you're going to get to see a lot of rich people who aren't so rich anymore. When I say it's an exploitation on institutional ignorance, this includes on investors. Investors don't know a thing about a thing. They truly don't. We may see Oracle die. If you don't like Larry Ellison, if you're worried about what's going to happen with Paramount, well, a lot of that's funded by that Oracle stock. Oracle's data center plans, they're putting hundreds of billions of dollars into building data centers for one company, OpenAI. OpenAI relies on venture capital for funding. Oracle relies on debt to build the data centers. You might see some of the biggest expletives in the world absolutely get their stuff pushed in. Like, that's what's coming. This is a hubristic apocalypse. It's going to suck for anyone with money in the market, and it's going to be difficult. I truly don't know, because we've never experienced anything like this. The dot-com bubble was completely different. The scale was completely different. The scale of leverage, how private equity firms and hedge funds are leveraged like 4 to 6 times their money. It's terrifying. But the people that are going to suffer this time the most are the rich. They are the people who are buying up games companies, who are buying up sports teams. These people are unprepared for a future where money isn't guaranteed. So yeah, if you want to see some really unsympathetic characters absolutely eat gravel, you're going to have years of it. Data centers, AI data centers are unprofitable, debt-filled nonsense holes. And there is no way to turn those profitable. There's a data center out in Ellendale, North Dakota, by a company called CoreWeave that is losing $1 million a day. I don't know if you know much about business. You tend to need to make more money than you spend. Now, this doesn't mean it's not going to be hard on everyone, but this is an exploitation against and a punishment against an economy and a market based on debt raised by people that don't care about actual value. And their suffering might be quite fun to watch. It will be a good distraction from the other problems we'll face.
Could it be said that that part of what you'll need in those moments are the core foundational skills that we were talking about that are separate from all this?
And yes, that's the biggest bit of advice I give is you got to be more skeptical of stuff. You got to look at every news story you read. If you see a big claim, by all means look at it. Look at the claim, be like, you really going to turn profitable one day? You got any proof for that? And if they just say it will, and my God, if anyone everyone, seriously, big lesson, if anyone ever tells you, well, the reason this will happen is because it happened in the past, that is not sufficient. Maybe it's sufficient for a college paper. It isn't sufficient for like investing money. The markets are inherently irrational and will suffer for it. I think it's a good thing. I think it will be great for everyone. But yes, in this, whatever this new world is, actually understanding stuff and knowing what you're talking about will be super useful, because the people with the money don't right now.